What's going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday to everyone. Hopefully everyone is doing well, staying safe, healthy. If you had to take a COVID test, hopefully you have tested negative. If you did test positive, I hope you have a full and speedy recovery with no long COVID issues. It's Tuesday morning. Got a lot going on this morning, so I figured I would do a brief little talk. And first off, you might be noticing something here. Yes, I finally not got a haircut, cut my own hair. Why do I cut my own hair? Because we're still in pandemic times, and quite frankly, I honestly don't mind doing it. I don't think I did too bad of a job. But anyhow, yeah, you might have noticed in my other videos, it was getting really long. And when I had my headset on, it would get down below my eyes. Yeah, it was just annoying. It was time. Alrighty. I am going to be getting my booster shot pretty soon. Maybe you got your booster shot already. I'm going to be getting my Novavax, hopefully at Costco's. I want to clarify something about the booster shots that are out there. Just a couple things real briefly. I'm seeing comments on social media saying, oh, this person tested positive. How many jabs have they had? How many shots have they had? Well, let me explain something to the ones that are saying that. The COVID booster shot is going to be much like a flu vaccine. You're going to need to get a booster every year. That's what we're learning now. For some people who are immunocompromised or higher risk, you may need to get a shot twice a year, once now in the fall, winter season, and then maybe again for the spring and summer to help keep you safe. Something else I'm seeing a lot of. People saying, well, you had the booster, the vaccines clearly don't work, you still got COVID. Wrong, 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 wrong. Boosters work to prevent more severe cases. Are there still some deaths? Yes, there's some. It doesn't prevent every death. Is there still long COVID? Unfortunately, yes. Though it reduces the risk, it does not fully prevent it, and it does not fully prevent transmission. But if we add another tool that we have in our toolbox, we can really help reduce the chance of getting COVID. It's one of these. People hate these. I know it. There's so many comments. Oh, you've had the booster. Why are you still wearing the mask? Because the booster reduces your chance of getting COVID. It reduces the risk of severe COVID and long COVID, but it does not 100% stop it. That's why we need to wear masks at the same time as being boosted. When you pair the two together, it's a much better combination. And you've also heard me say many of times, you need to keep an eye on air quality as well. Now, I have a, you probably can't see this here, I have a AirNet 4, which is a, it tells you what the air quality level is. And right now, well, my windows are up, so it's really going up. Yikes. 1,448 at the moment. An appropriate level is in the 500 to 600 range. Sometimes you can get below 500, but below 1,000 is good. Once you get close to 1,000, that starts to get high. Above 1,000 is pretty high. Above 1,500 is really bad. And mind you, I'm almost at 1,500 now, but again, my windows are open at the moment. I'm talking, so there's a lot of aerosols, there's a lot of air particles coming out of my mouth, and it makes the air quality be higher. Back to the boosters. I'm seeing people, maybe they have weddings to go to, maybe they have some sort of functions, bridal showers, baby showers, all these, these part of life, all these things that are just normal parts of life. You have to understand something. People are saying, well, I'm going to get my booster a few days before. I should be fine. No. Again, you have to pair that booster shot with a mask. And second of all, you're going to a really large event where this reading that I'm getting here, just in the car by myself, with the windows closed, just me talking, no one else in the car, it's up to 1,500. Now imagine being in a large, or maybe even small, cramped room. You're there for a birthday party or a wedding or something, and there's 75, 100 people all talking amongst each other, saying, hi, how are you? Having a grand old time, eating food. And yeah, this thing's 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Must I go on? It can get really high. The higher those readings get, the greater the chances are, if someone has COVID, or multiple people have COVID, there's a great chance that because of the density of all that air and what's going on, all the people packed together, the spread, it's just that much faster, and that many more people are going to get COVID. But, number one, I don't recommend going to those events right now. I really don't. But if you really have to, number one, make sure you had your booster at least 2 weeks prior to the event, and be the one that sticks out. Be the hero, I guess I should say. Mask. I don't care what anyone thinks. You shouldn't care what people think. Be the one that wears the mask to the event. Be the bigger person. Make a statement. And, you know, if someone tries to say something to you, tell them. Send them my way. Send them my way. Tell them, well, I've been watching videos from Data Report, and, you know, he shows data all the time. He shows all these different things, such as COVID deaths, hospitalizations, cases, long COVID, anything and everything related to COVID. You know what? He does make good points. COVID is still out there, and events like this are really risky, and I want to protect myself from getting a virus. If you don't believe me, maybe you should go watch what he says, or see what all the other people like him are saying on social media. I mean, they're not wrong. They're making good points. You know, just say something like that. Or just tell them, hey, you know, I don't feel comfortable being around large crowds of people still because COVID is still out there, which it is. There are still people dying. There's still people with long COVID. It's a real deal. So that's the point I'm trying to get across today, folks, is don't be vax and relax. And please don't go on the comments and say, oh, what? Why did you still get COVID? You had all these vaccinations. Look. Or the ones that say, oh, why should I get a booster? You had the 2 shots already. I don't need that. I'm fine. That's something else I'm seeing a lot of. People that are saying, I'm not going to really get that. I had COVID already. Okay, there are studies that show that the more times you get COVID, the more your chances of having something else happen post-COVID, diabetes, heart attacks, blood clots, brain damage, on and on it goes. There's a lot of different lung issues. We could just be here all day long going through post issues that you could have. Your chances of that, it goes up after each infection. And your chance of the case being more severe each time, that goes up as well. I know someone recently who had COVID for a second time. First time, didn't have many issues. Had some back pain or whatnot, which sometimes I hear people say that. Yeah, my biggest issue was my arthritis and pain got worse. He had a second time around with COVID. It was pretty bad. He lost a ton of weight. He was sick for multiple weeks, and it was much worse than the first case. I don't want to think what would happen if he has a third case. So, yeah, you need to take this pretty seriously. You can't just go vax and relax or, oh, I've had COVID already. I don't need another booster shot. Yes, you do. You need another booster shot, and you need to continue to mask. And if you must go to a large gathering, be the one that sticks out and mask. If there's pictures being taken of the event, I want to see you in the picture as the one who is fully masked. Okay? It's that simple. I will see you all again later today for the pandemic update. If I have taught you anything here, thumbs up, subscribe down below. If you know anyone that needs to know this information, by all means, share this with them. Alrighty, guys. See you later in the day for the pandemic update. And if you live in a state where it's an election day, by all means, vote. And vote with an N95 on. That's another perfect example of a place that could be crowded where you should be wearing an N95. You should be wearing an N95 in public everywhere. N95 or better. But that's another prime example. There is no shame in going to vote with an N95 on. And if you did a mail-in ballot, hey, that's great, fantastic too. You don't have to deal with the big crowds. Alrighty, see you all later in the day for the pandemic update. Until I see you again then, stay safe, everyone, and have a fantastic Tuesday.